Yo, you are now locked into the crossover DXB with myself, Myers_International and Freak TV. What you saying, bro?
Chates, what's up, man?
What it do, baby?
What it do, baby?
What you saying to me? You good?
Bro, I'm blessed, man. Can't complain. Busy week, you know what I mean?
Album.
Good releases, about
Coming.
to come down. So
you know the vibes.
I'm happy, bro.
Well, technically, it will be out.
Bro, yeah. Actually,
Ish,
no.
kind of.
Yeah, maybe.
Sort of, maybe. Let's see the vibes. Let's see how we go. Let's see how we move. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time.
Okay.
Just quickly, before everyone gets on to me, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. I'm seeing the views not really match up the subscribers. Like, just hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff, and we move. But I don't want to spend too much time on the intro because we've got a special guest here today. The first female to be on the crossover DXB, so that's a big move. Very interesting story. Dentist turned comedian / actress, ambassador for a major charitable organization, which we will get into, right? Ambassador also for YouTube, creator for change.
Okay.
Maha Jafar, how you doing?
Hello.
You good?
Doing great, thank you.
Actually, when we were speaking off camera, I was trying to pronounce your name, but I'm obviously a very Englishman. Can you let me know how it should be pronounced, correctly for them?
It's Maha Jafar.
Okay.
Try to say it. Try to say it, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying. Maha Jafar.
Jafar.
I'm trying to get the
There's no
That's
kha.
French.
There's
That's
no
French.
kha.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I don't want to spend too much time on that. Right, so let's get into it because I've been obviously doing my research, looking into your story. I see that you was a dentist.
Yeah.
Please let us know what the vibes is.
How did this happen?
How did this happen? What's going on here? Because there's a few dentists probably watching this now that want to get into other things. They want to transition.
Yeah.
So give us the
every
blueprint.
single dentist wants to transition. Just know that.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this happened too because I was studying for my final exams in 2016. I was a 5th-year dental student.
Okay.
And then I just filmed a video on my Snapchat. I had no followers, absolutely no. There was no social media back then. I mean, there was, but
It wasn't as
it
prominent.
wasn't a thing, you know. I didn't know you can have followers and have this as a career. I did not know that. And then, so I just posted a video for my friends on Snapchat, and I thought the video was funny, so I just posted it on Facebook. And 3 days later, it went viral, and it was 1.5 million views.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Wow.
I was so shocked. And I was just a dental student, 5th-year dental student, studying for my final exams. And I looked at the views, and I'm just like, what? And I started getting friend requests and people telling me, make more videos, and where are the rest of your videos? And I'm just like, guys, what are you saying?
Yeah.
And then I just created more videos, and because of that video, because I was imitating different dialects,
right?
So people were so interested to know where I'm from, and they found it really interesting. So I got interviews on a lot of channels, and I got approached by a lot of people who wanted to start YouTube channels with me. So I just started a YouTube channel, and I created comedy videos.
Nice.
And yeah, that's how
I remember.
this
I think the first video I saw, it was when you you're driving, and it's like the Google Map in Arabic.
Yeah.
I think that was the first one I ever saw, and I was like, what? It was kind of different because imagine Google Map like speaks Arabic. I think.
Yeah. I was just commenting. I was talking to Google Maps because it always gets me lost. I didn't know how to use it back then.
Yeah.
But now I know how to use it. I always get lost because I don't know what she means exactly. So I was having a fight with the Google Maps lady on the video.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Because there's people that would pay to go viral. There's people that are trying to manufacture to go viral. And this just shows that it's actually about being organic.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
100%. I did not. I don't know, like going viral, you can never guarantee to go viral. Like right now, after I've been doing this for like 4.5 years or something, and I can never guarantee or predict how a video would act, you know. So you can never pay to go viral or do something like that unless it's it's not gonna be nice. It's not gonna be sustainable.
Even if you pay, sometimes I know people that've been, you know what I mean, and nothing happened to them, and it's just because the content is not strong and it's.
Yeah, exactly. And we've spoke about this before. If it's not natural, then how do you be able to sustain? How
exactly
you might hit a point, but then now it's about a decline.
Exactly.
So it's about sustaining. So if it's natural and organic,
it will always go up.
Definitely. But so did you actually become a dentist, or did you just scrap being a dentist?
No, 100%. I became a dentist. I studied. I finished that year, and I did my internship, and then I worked in a clinic. Right now, I'm like,
okay,
still in that period where I'm doing like, both, kind of.
Okay. So you're still an active dentist working now.
I mean, you can technically, I am. But I'm focusing more on my acting and social media right now because, when sometimes you can just. I wanted to be an actress since I was a little kid, and I loved comedy, and I loved just like dressing up and making people laugh in my house, and this was a passion to me, and I always wanted to become an actress. But then, because of social, like, how do you say it? Like people don't really, the community does not really accept you becoming an actress. Like, oh, this is a big deal. Exactly. So I never like thought I can actually do this, and I never even told my parents I wanted to do this. Like I just like shut the dream away,
Because as Arabs, if it's different than when you have a career in entertainment, it's a plan B. You have to do something in plan A.
Yeah.
Her plan A was her family telling her, listen, being a dentist. Or for me, it's like, hey, be an engineer or a doctor. Yeah. And then when you get that, then do whatever you want. But by that time, you're old enough and you don't have that dream anymore. So they know that. You'd be like, I always wanted to be a football player. I always wanted to be an actor. But obviously, because you didn't invest time on it, you're not going to be an actor. But for her, it's like she was doing both at the same time. She was growing her followers. She was growing her career at the same time. And then she can be like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore.
So would you say that's similar to you in the rap scene?
Definitely. No, even in videos. Like, because at the beginning... when I was at the beginning, my family were like, yo, listen, cut your hair, get a suit, go get a job. What are you doing? Like, no one will hire you like this. Like, what are you doing? So it's like, they didn't understand it. And then when it started paying off, they're like, all right, I get it.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want now. Like, if you want to stay in your job,
I think that's key as well, you saying that they didn't understand it. So it's not like they're trying to shut down your dreams.
They didn't.
They actually want you to do the best.
Yeah.
But, and they're giving their opinion on their experience.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're trying to mess up what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
But they're just giving their opinion about, they might not know about the internet. They don't know about these sort of things or going viral. All they do know about is engineering, dentistry.
That's it,
Do you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So
and to them, family too. Like, they don't want to be in a table where everyone asking, what's your son doing? And they're like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
He makes videos.
Yeah, it's like you can't explain it, but they want to brag about you.
Yeah.
They want to talk about. They want to say, hey, my son is a doctor. And I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like, but nowadays it's like when it pays off and your cousin comes up to you. Like, that's how it happened to me. I think one of my cousin spoke to my aunt, and then my aunt spoke to my mom, and they're like, "What? Your son is doing videos and he's doing songs and they're going viral." And then my mom was like, "Yo, like your music is doing well." You know what I mean? I think that was the time where like I started telling her, "Listen, I'm gonna go do this in Dubai." They're like, "Okay, do it," you know.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, it was like, "Yo, listen, when are you gonna apply for a job? How many interviews did you get?" I'm like, "Fuck, I'm not trying to do this." You know?
Basically, when they see it working,
exactly,
it's like, okay,
100%.
Maybe you're not going crazy.
Yeah.
I can support you in this.
But like, that's the Arab mentality. Where if I was in the States or in the UK, whatever, their family already understand that. Like they get it.
No.
Because the infrastructure
Yes,
is there.
yes,
right?
the infrastructure is there,
Yeah.
and there's more avenues to go down. However, speaking personally, my mum was always saying to me, get a stable job. I always was into football, soccer.
Nice. Okay.
But, she said you should always study, because if it doesn't work out, then you can fall back on what you've studied and have a degree and stuff like that.
It's not going to work out. Like, they're already giving you 50%. Like,
true, but I think it comes from a place of love, because they want you to be
the best,
financially secure.
Yeah.
And because it doesn't work out for everybody.
Bro, the thing is,
our families, they really struggled. to give us the life that we have. Yeah.
100%.
And they see around them, like, the people who really succeed are the people who really had really good, college degrees and all of that. So they want this for us. And they will always imagine that if we don't have that, we're gonna be on the streets, you know? And I understand that because they had a really hard life and they didn't have they didn't see any examples in front of them. So I always had it in my mind that you either have to be an engineer or a doctor to be successful. If you're not that, you're just going to be on the streets.
But the thing is, bro, sometimes you can study to be a doctor or study to be an engineer and still don't find a job. Like, you still can be homeless. Like, I know people, they've been studying for 10 years and they're struggling to get anything. And I'm like, bro, you probably, if you start doing TikTok and you know what I mean, like, you probably get a job by now. Like, but it's this is it. Like, I think if you put your energy in anything, if you put 100%, and it comes from the heart, I think it's gonna work out.
It's all about your passion. It's all about your passion.
And it's about being innovative as well, because obviously when parents are talking, they're talking from a place where they've seen engineers become successful. They've seen dentists become successful, doctors become successful. They haven't seen no Arabic rapper. You're being like you're an innovator. No one's done it before. Do you know what I'm saying? Or I've never met somebody that's in dentistry that's crossed over and become viral and started to act and stuff like that. I've never seen that. So you can understand where they're coming from, but it's very, very interesting. It is. And I do want to stay on the topic of dentistry quickly, because last show, right, we were talking. And we mentioned like cosmetic surgery and stuff like that, right? And we were talking about veneers, right? And a lot of people are starting to get veneers at a young age. So being a dentist, what's your thoughts on that in terms of getting veneers and, changing your appearance? And
100%. I mean, okay, I can't say 100%, but I'm okay. Let me think about that.
Bro, I think for me, I know a lot of people that were struggling, to get a perfect teeth, right? Even growing up, like it's khalas, it's gone. Like you can't even fix. There's
sometimes
no turning back to go natural, right? So it's definitely it's definitely a good thing, bro. Like, imagine back in the days what people used to do. Like, if they had like a bad appearance. And some people are comfortable with them. Like, look at Ronaldinho, bro. Like, this guy's trillionaire. And
no, but the thing is, we need to like make people aware of like how to get perfect teeth, because not everyone is born. Like, my teeth used to be like, I had like a lot of spaces between my teeth. And the reason I went to dentistry is because that's actually a really cute story, because I went to dentistry because I wanted my dentist made me feel confident again. So I wanted to give that feeling to other people. So that's why I chose dentistry.
Bro. See, we're getting Maha exclusives, We're getting exclusives here,
So I had braces when I was 12. And that's the reason I have a good smile now. But if I didn't have that, if my father didn't take me and was like, listen, we're not taking this anymore. And I would have maybe thought of doing veneers now, but I'm against veneers.
Okay.
I don't want to say 100%, but thing is that people don't know is that if you really need to start educating everyone that you need to there are a lot of things that you can do on a younger age to prevent like having your teeth like malaligned and all of these things. And then when you're like 12, 13, it is the time to get your braces done, and they need to get, like, whenever you're able to do that for your kids, you need to get that done. That's the reason people, when they're older, they have problems in their teeth. And now there are so many solutions. Like, the number one solution to fix teeth is getting Invisalign, the aligners, braces. That's
what I'm on.
Shout out my Invisalign gang.
That's amazing, because it's a really great solution for people who don't want to wear braces and stuff. And veneers are just a commercial thing that is so marketed in the bad way, because if you have teeth that are like, if you have a problem in the color of your teeth that cannot be fixed, okay, go for veneers. If you have a problem in the shape of the tooth itself that cannot be fixed, go for veneers. But if you have normal teeth that are just like malaligned, or you have spaces, then you should never go for veneers.
And 100.
Because when you go for that, you remove a part of your you remove a part of your teeth. And then you should always have veneers for the rest of your life. And if you had the best veneers in your life and the best doctor and the best procedure, the maximum time they can stay is 10 to 15 years. So if you do it when you're 25, you have to do it again when you're 35 or 40, and then again when you're 60. So it's really not a good...
That's interesting. So basically you're saying...
Maintain it.
Explore other avenues first. You don't have to go from nothing to veneers. Like there's other things that you can do within dentistry to fix your teeth before you go super extreme. But obviously it's become commercialized.
Definitely.
It's like a trend.
Sometimes a patient would have a problem in one tooth and they would get him a full arch of veneers, like both, and they would make him pay thousands and thousands. But this is not okay. And the patient would never know because there's no awareness of that. So
and dentistry is still, it's like anything, doctoring or cosmetic surgery, it's still a business. It's still in the UK, we have something called the NHS, which is, I'm sure you've heard of it before, but you know, it's like government paid stuff. So you can get things done for free. It might take a little bit longer and you have to get approved, but you can get things done for free. Either dentistry or, you know, medically and stuff like that. Some people exploit that, but some people actually helps. They don't have the financial income in order to correct certain things. But in other parts of the world, it can be seen as, you know, it's a business. So you might have one tooth that is not, you know, you might need changing or something, and then they're saying to you, go get veneers, like, or do you know what I'm saying? That's unfortunate, but that's just the world that we live in, I suppose.
They get it without educating them on how to really maintain them, so they end up with more problems. So I really like, to whoever is listening, please do your research before making that decision.
There's someone right now brushing their teeth like, you know what I'm saying? So like, okay, cool. So let's talk about, you know, the crossover. I know you like, I know you're feeling that.
Let's go.
So you crossed over to become a comedian. Is that correct?
Yes.
Or like, you know, what would you say? Like a viral sensation? Like what is the word for it? What would you say?
I'd say like a content creator, like a comedian, actress mainly. And I tried acting last year for the first time, like professional acting. We did a show on Shahid.
And even your character is so mad. Like
Thank you.
It's great. Like it's a crazy character. It's not one of those like dramatic. It's just...
I was an alien.
Okay.
I mean, not an alien where, my friends were laughing at me, or they're like, are you gonna wear a green suit? And but like, I was kind of, it was like a science fiction show, and we had like a different planet, and I was the queen of the other planet, and I got to we got to write our own scripts. Like we had, of course, a guideline and a skeleton, but like I got to put my own jokes, and everyone on the team got to put their own jokes. So it was amazing, and I really discovered that I am so in love with.
That's
acting.
good, because then you got a certain level of creative control.
Yeah, 100%.
So you know, it's not, again, it's organic. It's not manufactured. So that's a good look. What's the show called?
Huna al-Ard. This is Earth.
Okay, check that out. I'm guessing it's in Arabic, right?
Yeah.
Is it in Arabic or English? Arabic. All the Arabic followers, check out. You know the vibes.
Put the subtitles. You know.
Put that in. Put that. Do your thing. Do your thing. All right, then cool. So, would you say like, when you was growing up, did you? Right. Let me word this right. So, you were studying dentistry. You had a viral moment. Okay. Now, would you say growing up, you've always been that sort of funny character, that's like within how you are, within your character, like, or now are you kind of like tailoring your content because of what went viral?
Oh no! It was because what went viral was me sitting in my bedroom alone and just like being myself with my friends. Like
so organic.
And everyone who meets me, like, they would know that I'm 100% myself on camera and off camera. And I've always been like this around my family, especially. I've been like, I see something on TV, the next day I would come and react the whole thing.
Exactly.
And my mom bought me a wig because I loved like just playing characters. So it has always been me.
It's amazing, like, because you're half Sudanese, half Iraqi, right?
Right.
Did that help you? Obviously it helped you a lot, and with accents, right? And one of your best friends is Egyptian, and that's added a lot. Like to me, when you speak Egyptian, you fully Egyptian. Like it doesn't have that cringe moment where you sound a bit off. صح?
Yeah, thank you. I love that.
Yeah, it is. And I can, obviously I'm not Egyptian, but Egyptian people can actually tell, like, if this person is acting too much out of thing, like, you know, it's a bit of a cringe, which is sick, صراحة. Not, you don't find a lot of people that actually can master a lot of accents in the region. It's not really
like different
easy.
dialects, like when we was talking.
Yeah. It's like if you're Arabic, but each country has their own kind of.
Yeah, it's very different for each country. And growing up here, because I was born and raised here, so since I was in, you know, like I was in KG1, KG2, since like grade 1 until now, I've been having friends from all over the Arab world. And my mother is Iraqi, my father is Sudanese. My best friends are from all over the Arab world. So I really love catching like accents and, you know.
Yeah.
So I learned almost like a lot of them. And I started like talking in different dialects, and people started liking that, so I started doing more of that.
And do you know what I respect here? The fact that you said I studied, I learned. You studied dentistry, you got into doing comedy, and then you studied, you learned. Do you know what I'm saying? That's when you can tell when someone's gonna be good and you know, meet the peak of their craft. Is there any inspirations in the comedy world or anything like that, or you just doing yourself?
I mean, definitely, but I'm just I don't know, like right now there are a lot of things that I'm
visualizing.
There's a lot of things that I want to do. And what I love about the internet and social media and is that you can do whatever you want. Like if I wake up tomorrow and just be like, I want to make a show about butterfly who can go to work, you know, exactly. I'll just make one, you know. And that's what I love about that. You don't have to have like one role model or one path. You can get inspiration from different people and see what they did and just do what you feel.
Facts.
And bro, like, and that's the thing, like, because I'm born and raised there, and that's a lot of people have been asking me, like, how can you sometimes in music you can use different dialects, and it's not like people can't tell where I'm from, because it's like bro, you look like Western and you speak Arabic, sometimes you speak Sudanese, and sometimes you speak Egyptian. It's like, where are you from? And it's like, that's the thing, like the third generation that born raised here, because it's so diverse. He's so diverse. Bro. Like all of a sudden he's like, yo, bro, what you saying? Like you have British people and you have Arabic people, and like, and when you add all of these things in a creative thing or in a video or a song or a movie, bro, it comes out something new, like, and that happens to all of us. And it
grabs a lot of different audiences. People 100. Can relate to you.
Like Maha got like fans in Egypt, Iraq, Sudan, UAE, Saudi, and it's like, and each country has different dialect, but they like her for certain things because she brings certain things to the table. You know?
I know you said you're half Iraqi and half Sudanese, right? And you're also Sudanese, right?
No. I'm fully Mali. But come on, how many times am I gonna tell this guy?
My bad. But with that being said, right? Is there like that's East Africa, right? Is there like
East, Mali,
so Somalians, Sudanese, like is there like a community here, or is it just everyone's kind of?
No, there is a community. There's a huge community. I don't know about like what happened to the Somali community, but like it used to be way bigger before, but obviously all of them left. They're probably all in London right now, but like like it used to be huge, bro. Like when you go to a city, but like the Sudanese communities,
Sudanese community is so huge here. It's insane.
But that's good though, because then you guys can support each other and stuff like that.
100. I grew up with Sudanese people, you know, like when
but Somalia is next to Sudan.
No. It's next to. It's way. It's under
is it?
Ethiopia.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Kenya, East Africa.
You kicking game. For some reason, I always thought that it was quite close.
Far away, bro. Right. Oh, we have different language, bro.
Yeah.
We speak. You know what I mean?
No, I respect that. Yeah. So, with regards to comedy and stuff like that, obviously you live in Dubai, Arabic background and stuff like that. You're also a female. Yeah. How is that being seen? Are you receiving a lot of support or backlash, or you know, is it something that's innovative and is being embraced?
Because I choose to always like be very conservative with the way I treat my community. You know, I always I don't like to be very, how do you say it? Controversial, or I don't like to piss off people, because I want to make them laugh. And I feel like when you do something, even if it has to be, I'm always myself, 100% myself. Definitely, that's the one thing I will never give away. But even if I have to not mention or not show parts of me to just not be controversial, I will not. Because I feel like in order to unite people, you need to kind of not make them mad, and people are so easily triggered, and it's really it's annoying, and you have to be careful about a lot of things. But I feel like it's better to the way to influence people or to be loved by people is to be around them, understand where they're coming from, and kind of educate.
Educate. You're right. Yeah, you're right. No. You're kicking game. You're kicking game.
And educate them about the things that matter in the right way, because if you just shock them with things, they're just gonna be mad, and that's it. You're not gonna get anywhere. And being a female in the Middle East is horrible. But for me, I am very privileged because I have a very amazing supportive family, and I can't say that about other people. You know, because if I had different family, I would never be able to be here in this room with you guys.
100,
yeah. So I can never be being a female is easy in this industry. It's not. And trust me, every single female who is in this industry or who's on social media or trying to do anything in life, even trying to get a better job, she's facing a lot of problems, and she's, internally fighting some kind of war.
Yeah. I hear that. And I think also, as much as we are in the Middle East, I think a lot of people experience that globally as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously here it might be more magnified. But, since it was International Women's Day not too long ago, shout out all the women that's doing their thing and breaking barriers.
Shout out.
I think what I've come to realize, especially since you being here, you carry a good energy, and I think you have certain privileges, because when you're talking about things that you're being yourself. There's so many people that chase the clout, that want to be controversial. You are trying to not be controversial and you're being yourself.
Yeah.
But there's so many people that are trying to be controversial so they can blow up.
Yeah.
And they just see any news is good news, whether it's good or bad or indifferent and stuff like that. So when I hear you speak, it's you're speaking from such a comfortable and privileged place where you're able to be yourself, not try to be controversial, and you're doing extremely well. So I think big up yourself for that. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Big claps.
Big claps. I don't even know. You've changed this, so I don't know which one is the claps. I don't want to really press the wrong
Actually,
thing.
for International Women's Day, we had a video, and it's translated, so you can watch it, where I had all of my creator friends. We're all content creators on social media. We were 7, and we're all considered successful. And we always get comments how do you do this? How do your parents let you travel? How do you, whatever, all of these things. They think that we were born like this and we didn't have to fight for it. So we made a video, and each girl was talking about what's the hardest thing she faced being a woman and how she got over it. And it's very amazing because you got to see this, because we were all vulnerable for the first time.
Yeah.
And we talked about how in order to get to this place in our life where we're like, okay, I'm going for a shoot or I'm traveling for this thing. Bye, guys. We had to really go through years of convincing and fighting and being mad and being angry and crying and being like, I want to do this because of this, and then taking someone with you to make sure you're okay, and then getting until you're in that stage where you're maybe financially independent, or maybe you've done this so many times, so everyone makes sure that
she's capable.
She's capable of doing that. She's still okay. She's not harming the family or anything. Then you start being able to comfortably do that, and this is something that a lot of people don't know.
And I think it's important. That's the reason why we have this platform, because obviously it's men based. It's me and Freak that obviously chop it up, but we said off camera it's important to get a female in within the creative industry, to speak about certain things because we don't know. As much as we can research about it, it's nice to hear it from someone. Do you know what I'm saying? It's nice to understand it, feel it. We will never be able to experience it 100%.
Exactly.
But I think it's important for it to be told. It's important for it to be shown. And it's important to encourage each other.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And that's global. That's global. It's not just regional. It's not just the demographic we're in. It's global. Do you know what I'm saying? That support.
Yeah. Because even when you said about traveling, because I traveled alone when I was younger, right? But even my sisters are older than me. My family used to tell her, you can't travel alone until like you need to take your brother with you. You know what I mean? And although she's older than me, but that's part of the whole community. It's like for a female to travel alone, it's like.
But there might be a certain level of protection as well.
No,
Like,
100. I get it. I understand. But sometimes it's overdone.
Yeah.
Sometimes
By the way, we're not talking about traveling alone to explore the world or to have fun. No, we're talking about like if you have a conference or if you have work or if you're going with. Some people are not allowed. I mean, most of the girls are not allowed to travel for example, university trips or work trips. And I'm not even discussing traveling to have fun because that's still
that's
not
no.
even.
that's a whole. That's not
no.
even. Yeah. You're going to where? Vegas.
Have fun.
You're going doing what? No, I hear that. Another thing I want to touch on as well is social media. Yeah. You got a serious social media following. Over 600k followers. Like, congratulations.
Thank you.
You've obviously come a long way as well. You know, I saw something on your page. I think you were saying you was talking about a certain milestone that you hit. I think it was like maybe 400 or 500k or something like that. So it obviously shown that you didn't go from 1 to 600.
Yeah.
You grew your platform, right?
Yeah.
And I think that is commendable, especially doing what you're doing and coming from where you're coming from. So I just wanted to big you up in that.
Thank you.
Like, how do you grow your platform like that? Do you know what I'm saying? There's people watching you now that maybe trying to get into comedy, or content creating, females as well. Like, what would your advice be to those people watching, or anyone in particular? It could be man, female, whatever. Like, what would you say is key to achieve those sort of numbers and be successful in that area?
Be yourself. 100%. Just that. Like, if you would just be yourself and do the things that, no matter how silly that makes you look or stupid, or because when I started on social media, my first video went viral by coincidence, so I wasn't really preparing for anyone to see me. If I had known that this is gonna go viral and this amount of people, I would have dressed better. I would have put the camera away from my face. I would have had a better angle.
Exactly. Yeah.
I would have spoken a different way. I would have repeated things.
Yeah.
But having unfiltered, I mean, not all types of unfiltered, but like having some kind of unfiltered feel to what you're doing is really what interests people, because social media is different from TV because people see the real you, and people are sick of seeing perfect people on TV and trying to be like them and never being like them. So when they see there's this person who's exactly like them, but then they're on the other end of the world and they're really interested to know more about you and they're like your friend.
So true. It's so true. You grab people like you around the world, and no matter which country.
You take like quality people who really understand you, like and would actually be growing with you. Like, it's not just someone who's going to follow you from 1 week and unfollow. And it's being yourself gives you the ability to just like whatever idea would come to you, you would comfortably do it in the way that you want. And there is only one you. I know this is very cliche, but no one else can do the things that you can do. Even like whatever it is, like even if it's a very silly small thing, but there's only one you in the world, and if you really be yourself, that's gonna be the only thing it's gonna be very unique. No one else can do that, so people are gonna be more.
And you say
interested.
That although you're unique, there are people out there that have similarities. So you might think, oh, because I'm unique, no one's going through what I'm going through. Or no one sees things how I see things, or no one has the opinion. But if you're being yourself and you just say how you think, there's loads of people that think that way. There's loads of people that are going through what you're going through.
Yes. And that's how you actually be relevant to people. Bro, the most
exactly.
important thing
Familiarity.
is to be related. Like, you want people to relate to you. Like,
Yeah.
if you're not authentic, then who are you trying to relate to? Like, who are you trying to relate to? Who are you trying to be? Like, no one is going to be like, if you speak about struggle, a lot of people are going to fucking relate to it because a lot of people are struggling, right? And if you actually talk about certain things, like, for example, that video of her in the car getting pissed off at the Google map. You know how many people are actually pissed off? It was me, one of those people. When I watched it, I started laughing because I relate to this. People need to do stuff that actually other people relate to. Like, don't try to be someone that people are not. Bro, if you're trying to flex on other people every day, you're gonna be like, bro, this guy's a joker. Like,
Yeah. And it's not sustainable as well.
it's not authentic. Like, you can't be opening a video right now, do a video, and you don't show them the come up, and you start talking about having a lot of things, having cars, and people are gonna be like, bro, this guy's a joker.
I hear that. I think also, like, I mentioned it in the beginning, where you're an ambassador for certain industries and organizations. I would like you to speak on that. So you're a UNICEF ambassador, Sudan.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you become that?
I don't know. I got an email and they're like, "Are you interested?" I'm like, yes. I always heard about being a goodwill ambassador since I was a little kid, and I was like, wow, I want to become a goodwill ambassador. I didn't know what that was, and I just liked it. And then because I really love my home country, Sudan, and I always create things about Sudan, and I always really love to promote the culture of Sudan. So that really grabbed the attention of UNICEF Sudan, and they thought I was, someone who can represent. And that's why they contacted me, and I directly was like, yes, guys, I'm on board. I love that because I love giving back to the community, and I love giving back to my country, Sudan. So I would definitely, that's the happiest thing that happened
Everything that you're saying is just reiterating what I mentioned in the beginning, which it's not like you said, I did this and then I emailed this person and then I got the attention of this guy, and it's all organic. And that just goes to show that, if you be yourself, things will come to you. And you said that you've always wanted to do it, and you said it out loud. That's manifestation.
That's the thing. By the way, thank you for bringing that up, because okay, honestly speaking, I never actually went and approached anything like, can I be a part of this, or can I do this with you? Everything that happens in my life, it just comes. But you have to, it's not that I just, sleep in my house and it just shows up. You just need to, first of all, there's something that I believe that everyone who's currently doing their, pursuing their career, their passion, felt, is that when you were a little kid, you definitely saw that. I don't know, I'm sure you saw that when you were a little kid. You saw that you're going to become a rapper and you're going to do what you love. You saw that. You were sure that you're going to do something, but you didn't know how. I was sure I was going to do something, but I had no means of doing anything. I was just in school, being normal. I went to college being very normal, studying for my exams, getting my, A's and B's and all of that. And I did not even put a plan into how I'm going to do that, but I knew that I'm going to do something. And then that's how, when the right opportunities, you recognize them and you grab them. And that's what I do. I really grab the right opportunities and take them and never let go of them.
That's good. That's good. Again, it's manifestation. It's speaking things to existence. I'm a big believer of that. If you think about something and you speak it into existence and you say it's going to happen, don't get me wrong, you have to work towards the goal. But, you're attracting the energy, you know the vibes. You know the vibes. I don't know if you know.
And it's
come on, you know the vibes. The energy.
It's also work. Not as in hard work that you don't know where it's leading, but also when my first video went viral, a lot of people had viral videos, but then they just didn't do anything about it. And I had the choice to just let it go and continue being a dentist forever. But I didn't, and I really was interested, and I really put in the hard work, and I really put in the sleepless nights and all of that because but I enjoyed it. That's why I never talk about it. I never go I put in hard work because of that.
And it doesn't feel like work.
The thing is, man, social media is not for everyone, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people are talented, but bro, it's scary.
Yeah.
Bro. It's scary to put something and you get 500,000. and 10,000 comments on it.
Yeah.
Bro, anyone can just be like, and just say
Yeah.
something about it. Like, a lot of people are talented. I know them. And they're
Yeah.
like, listen, I don't want to, bro, post my video
my
for a lot,
God.
for the world to see. Like, for them, that's like hits their anxiety and insecurity.
By
Although
the
they're
way,
so,
Because sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, tell me.
When I put my video, but this is so true because it's not for everyone. It's really, can really destroy you.
Yeah.
Because the first time I put that video, my very first video, people were commenting on my face in the worst ways ever.
Yeah.
And I lived for like a week or
Yeah.
something where I had really like, I was feeling very bad because of all of the bad comments that I got from people. They were commenting on my appearance and they were just like making fun of me because like that's what people do. It's very normal.
It don't matter what you look like or
I mean, I'm not even blaming them because that's normal and I
Yeah.
have to have thick skin. And
Yeah.
the way I could have just like blocked everything and continue to become a dentist, but then I sat and I was like, wait, I like that and I don't give a shit.
and
Like,
it prepares
I don't
you.
care.
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
prepares you as well.
Yeah.
Bro, you know, and what's the fucked up thing about it, right? Is that most of these people that are commenting, they're not having anything in their accounts. Like, you can't even reach these people. Be like, who's this guy? And
It's like
and
zero
no post.
followers. Yeah,
And
no post.
no DP because this person is insecure.
Big
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah.
This person is having trouble, and the only reason he can actually release it is by looking at a video that actually doing well, and he's gonna be like da 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 whatever, you know.
And all that person wants is interaction.
Bro, he just wants you to quit. He just wants you to be
Or he
in
wants
his
you to
team.
comment back, or people to like his
Yeah.
comment, or just some sort of engagement that he's
Yeah.
not able to get
Bro,
elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's attention. Sometimes you be like, sometimes can diss you. Someone can diss you, and then when you comment, be like, "What do you say?" Be like, "I love you." And you're
By
like,
the
"Yo,
way,
what the
some
fuck?"
people
Like,
get really embarrassed when you reply to
exactly.
them.
They're like, "Man, I love you, bro. Don't get me wrong." You're like, what the fuck? And
They
you're
think that you
pissed.
can never
Like,
read that. They think that you
Yeah.
will never read that. So they just like, you know, when you have a wall and you can just say whatever you want. They think that,
Yeah.
but we read everything.
Exactly. Everything.
Do you actually? Do
I
you
do.
actually?
I
Really?
yeah, you do, man.
Okay.
Even the DMs. And sometimes people start saying, "Oh, I know you're not gonna read this, but da 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 whatever." And you're like, "Oh, cool." Like, sometimes it's cool, you answer. Sometimes just
Yeah. It's
That-
about being selective to who you
Bro,
give that
and the
attention
more you
to.
grow, the more you grow, you have to have a thicker skin in a
Yeah.
lot of things. Because and people don't see it. Some people be like, "Oh, why you not releasing videos every day, bro? You going through battles and battles of like how I'm gonna post this, what people gonna say, da, 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 all these things. You have to mute all this and then post it."
Again, that comes down to a conversation that we had last episode, I think, when I was saying, if you become a viral success out of nowhere and you haven't built on it, then you're not prepared for these comments.
Yeah.
You're not prepared for the backlash. It's not like you've grown steadily or you've got to a place where you're able to grow and experience it. It's small, then you experience it a little bit more. But if you have it all at once and you're not used to it, it can fold you.
Yeah,
But bro,
yeah.
the thing is, there's battles you face between families, and there's battles. A lot of people I know that are actually talented, they're scared because of their nationality,
Right.
right? They're like, I cannot go against my people. Like, if I post this and 80% of my people be like, "What are you doing? Like, you're a disgrace." Da, 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 da. And that's something you can't battle because you living with them, you're in the same country as them, and even if the video is viral, they might stop doing it because they don't want to go against
Yeah.
The backlash.
the backlash of the people, not even their family, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's a difficult
Some
thing.
people have like supportive families where they're just scared of the community. It's very sad.
Yeah. And obviously your parents or your family members, they have people coming to them. So they might be
Yeah.
supporting you.
Yeah.
Go on,
Be like-
son, be a rapper. Do you know what I'm saying? Or go on, daughter, go on to do your viral. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they've got their brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
I see
this that
doing this and do you know, and now they have to defend you. So
Exactly. Which is
it's a domino
a
effect.
problem. Yeah.
But with that being said, because you are an ambassador for UNICEF, which is massive, congratulations,
Thank
that's
you.
so sick. Does that then affect your content, or are you just being yourself regardless? Like, I don't know, do you think I am an ambassador for a charitable organization, so maybe I can't speak about this, or I'm an ambassador for, you're also an ambassador for YouTube, Creator for Change, stuff like that. So does that affect how you operate or not at all? Do you feel like you have, is that additional pressure or is that kind of like a encouragement?
It never affects what I do because I always, so there are two sides, okay? So there is this side that is, so it never, I don't know why I just freeze all the time. Anyway.
No, I hear that.
So there is because I'm never controversial. Aslan in my Aslan means the Aslan actually.
No.
In all of my content, I'm never controversial, and I never piss people off. So I never talk about anything that it can actually be harmful to UNICEF or on any of those.
Sorry to cut you. Just quickly. So you did the skit on Google, right? You was talking about the Google Maps that's pissing you off and it's speaking in Arabic or whatever. Now, if you're an ambassador for Google, would you still do that video?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you understand what I'm asking?
I get it.
Yeah. But but that's how I told you there are two sides of it. So the controversial part where I'm like scared of representing the organization and not being saying something wrong. I'm not scared of it because I never say anything wrong. Yeah. Hopefully.
I hear that.
But then there's the other side where I'm being extremely silly. And, like sometimes I would post a story. I'm like, man, listen, can you stop dancing like that? Because like, you're like the ambassador of UNICEF. And you should not post these stupid things.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, wait a minute. Do you think that because I'm the ambassador of UNICEF, I'm going to stop being silly? Yeah. No,
and
never.
They came to you knowing who you are. So you shouldn't change who you are because they've bought into you.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
That's the benefit of being yourself, I believe, innit?
Yeah, exactly. Like they came to you because you're doing the content you're doing.
Yeah, they know who I am and they know what I do and they know how it gets.
Exactly. You have to buy the whole package.
Yeah.
I hear that.
And they're totally supportive, by the way. The team is amazing.
Yeah, and good.
They love everything. So they're very supportive and they don't find anything they never comment on anything that badly.
So being an ambassador for YouTube, what does that entail? Like, what does that mean?
For YouTube, it was a campaign that happened I was an ambassador for the Creators for Change campaign. It was just a campaign that happened in 2018 and in 2017.
Okay.
And they picked people from all around the world, like 50 YouTubers. And we were literally from all around the world. I met people from Brazil and I met people from the Arab world and from the US and Africa.
Yep.
And we were all given courses and like a workshop and a budget to create an impact project. And this impact project is meant to support tolerance and love and, you know, and just be against hate speech and all of that. And they picked those people based on their beliefs and values. And it was a great experience because I got to travel to London twice and meet amazing people and learn so much. And they got us mentors and traveling with YouTube is another experience.
Different level.
Oh my
God. I can imagine. Kind of like the high life.
Literally, it's just like, are you okay? Do you need coffee? Do you need the blanket? Are you okay?
Exactly.
Do you need your feet rubbed? You know what I'm saying? Them ones.
It's amazing.
Royalty.
Yeah, and it's just like really, it was amazing because I learned a lot and they gave us a lot of workshops on content and they taught us valuable things. And they gave me a budget to go back to create whatever I want. And I decided to go back to Sudan and create something in Sudan. And that's how I created my rap video.
Okay.
And it was my favorite. It is my favorite video until now.
Shout out to Flipter on that.
Yeah.
So what? There's a rap video. Yeah, I need to check this out.
You need to check this
out. Okay. Might have to put the link in the bio. You understand?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So you're saying you got bars, yeah? You're saying you got vibes, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to sit down like this.
You know what I'm saying? Might have to fold up the band and do a little fire in the booth. You know what I'm saying? All right then.
So I worked on a music video. So I wanted to create a documentary about Sudan. And I thought if I create a documentary, it's going to be boring. So why not create a song? And we can just take people around Sudan, like take them on a journey through music.
You know what's funny about music and songs and stuff like that? It's amazing because on the way here, me and my boy, Breaks, shout out to Breaks, we were listening to an old school mixtape. And this mixtape come out like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
but you still remember the words. Like you don't forget it. So with music, there's a part of your brain that just picks it up. That's why they say it's good to do revision and turn it into a song, so you're able to remember.
Oh my God,
so that probably is more impactful than just doing a basic standard documentary.
100%, yeah.
So
people
smart.
were singing this in their morning assembly in school, and kids were creating performances around this song. It went crazy.
So
Thank you
impactful.
to Al Mastaba, the production company, Idrisi, Flipter, the rapper who was with me. Those people were amazing. Walid Walidi, they really
shout out to the guys.
They helped. I have no idea how to rap, by the way, but like they just like helped me a lot.
Yeah.
They guided
Don't worry,
me
we might have to put on a little instrumental and let you do a little freestyle or something. You know what I'm saying?
This is gonna be horrible. Please don't do that.
But documentaries is something that you have done before, right? Because I've seen that you've done a Vice documentary.
Yeah,
looks sick.
Thank you. I hosted the docuseries, a documentary. Like it was 2 episodes, and it was about. I interviewed girls who had passion, and they left everything for their passion, and they're just. We were discovering how far they can go for it.
Right. Yeah, no, it looked really good, and I've seen that.
You see man in the car, like in the bus, yo.
Yeah. Vibes in. Big Porsche that. I swear that's in the Porsche. I see you vibes and flexing, stunting on them, yeah?
I don't care.
All right, then.
It was normal. I wasn't freaking out or anything. I wasn't driving like this.
When you get looked after by YouTube, having a Porsche is light work for them. You know what I'm saying? It's light work. All right, cool. So you grew up in Dubai, yeah? I just want to touch on a few things before we lock out. You grew up in Dubai. This might be a mad question.
Okay.
But this is something that Freak has actually taught me about, right?
Okay.
I'm not too sure where this is going.
Let's go. Let's see that.
But have you ever had someone throw their number at you?
Oh. Well.
He was telling me, right, growing up, right, in order to speak to women, him and his boys would like throw their number, at the girl and see if they call back. Now, from a woman's perspective, has that ever happened? Have you experienced that before?
Yeah, I have.
Wow.
And it is extremely annoying. Have you been one of the people who do that?
No, I wasn't. I knew a lot of, obviously.
I knew. It wasn't me. I promise. Babe, I promise. You know what I'm saying?
I know boys who used to drive cars when they were like 16, 17. I didn't have even a license.
You know when the missus...
no judgment here.
Yeah,
it's okay.
You know when the missus is in the studio, like, babe, but it wasn't me. Obviously, it was Omar. But it's the man them. It's the man them. Obviously, it's not me. So,
but by the way, this is really the only way to get to know guys back then.
That's what he was telling me, because I was asking. Because
or you would walk in the street and then they would actually come behind you and they would be like 0503.
They have to whisper.
I was just gonna say my number.
Habibti, please. So that's crazy. So so it's right, because I asked him, like, obviously I'm from the UK. We got a Western culture. If you want to speak to a girl, female, whatever, you go up to them, you speak to them. But obviously it's frowned upon here. So how does that work? So you just confirmed it, which is something that is amazing to me, like, to hear that.
It depends on the girl. Like, for example,
all you have to do is just roll the window. Like it's like he's gonna be next to you and he's gonna be like, if you want to accept that or not. It's like you're on a DM. Should I accept this message or not? If you accept, just just drive off.
You have to accept as a girl. Like, you can just ignore, or you can accept, and that's how you would get the guy. Like, that's the only way. Like, there's no other way until internet came. And then people would be chatting on MSN.
People used to get BBMs. Okay, so it was and numbers Bluetooth, and then BBM numbers.
No, before BBM there was MSN, and then before MSN there was this thing. It was like airdrop, but not airdrop.
What, infrared?
I know what you're talking about. Because sometimes people...
How?
Wait, oh my God, you haven't... okay, listen. So basically a guy would have their infrared thing on.
Okay.
And then a girl... It's like airdrop.
Okay. Yeah.
By the way, people until now...
People still airdropping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Is this a thing?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, in random cafes.
Yeah,
just to like airdrop numbers. And I was in the airport. I was in the airport one time, and there was an Arab woman next to me, and I was waiting for my flight, and then I got an airdrop message. So I just clicked accept just to see, and it was her number.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I swear down, I was like, "Raw, this is mad."
That's insane. Did you look at her?
My wife's gone to the toilet. I'm like, "Yo, what's going on?" Do you know what I'm saying? This is mad. And I turn around, she's just like, I was like, "Nah, you finna get me killed in there." You know what I'm saying?
I had this done to me like one time, the airdrop thing. I was sitting in a cafe and I was on my laptop like really editing and just like, and I really like, I looked like shit, you know. I was just like editing and I didn't care about anything. And then I see this airdrop, cancel, airdrop. And I was so scared, like, what is this? Is this a virus? What is this?
Yeah.
And then I discovered that it was a guy next to me, but I never knew who it was because there were a lot of guys.
That's insane.
And I have this
It's like a
habit.
raffle.
Yeah, I have this habit of like, when I have like
Well,
You know, like there might be 5 guys there, and there's one that you see that you like, and you're like,
they're all
I
looking
hope
at
it's
you.
him. I hope it's him. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the creepiest shit. Will be the creepiest.
and then it's not him,
And it's
you
the
have
dead
to
one.
accept
Yeah,
it
yeah,
because
yeah.
like, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that is funny.
But then you just, you know, the only thing I did about it, which is great because I just, you know, switched off the thing, the Bluetooth, the air drop thing.
Yeah.
And I just continued to work and I never
Yeah.
looked at anyone.
That's so interesting to me, man. That is funny. But anyway, I just want to say thanks for coming through.
Thank
Officially
you.
our first female guest.
Oh.
You smashed it. Yeah, little round of applause. Yeah.
Thank
Maha
you guys.
Jafar. Make sure you check her out. You can do the little at the top. You know, put the at in the video.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming through. Good vibes. You're always welcome. Friend of the show.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Also, as well, I must mention that the crossover is something that we're building steadily. Yeah. We are not necessarily the biggest platform in the UAE right now, but the fact that you're able to still say, yeah, you know what, I'll come through, I'll share my story, I'll speak to you guys, shows how open-minded you are. And that's the issue, because a lot of people look at numbers, oh, they haven't got 1 million followers yet, I'm not going to go on that platform. And this is how things build. We support each other. So I just
Yeah.
want to say thanks for coming on.
100.
We appreciate it. You didn't have to. Obviously, we got Big Freako in here, Blue Tick
Gang shit.
Blue Tick gang. Yeah, so we know the vibes, but we appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
No,
Thank you,
no
thank you. And it's
problem.
all about like, I love your mind and I love I love the conversation. So it's all about that. And that's also another thing when you're trying to do content on social media, you need to be open to everything. And you need to like meet like-minded people, and no matter like, you know, how many followers they have. And this is something that you should never look at.
Big
Definitely,
facts, big facts. So
100.
we'll wrap it up.
Love,
Thank
love,
you for tuning in again. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff.
Guys, subscribe right now.
Nothing but vibes here.
Subscribe.
We keep it moving.
Subscribe.
Vibes.
I'm a rapper. Subscribe.